Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum ba dum. Alright, welcome back to this save. I think we're gonna have 3 more episodes of actually new bookings, and then there's gonna be the wrap-up episode, and that's gonna be it for me in this game. Of course, by then, TEW 2020 will probably come out because of how fucking inconsistent I can get. So let's go. But basically, before we get into the actual show, since we're not going to make it through the full year, we can kind of just, since these are the so fars and we're only going to book essentially 3 more weeks into the game, this will essentially be our wrestler company shits of the year. So I want to go through this. Champagne Lover is your wrestler of the... of course, none of this will be official, but come on. It's going to be our version. So Champagne Lover is going to win Wrestler of the Year. North of the Border wins Company of the Year. That's surprising. Tag Team of the Year, of course, is going to be a Japan team where they just throw 2 guys together for a little bit. Match of the Year, the fucking South of the Border. Show of the Year is actually not a... not a fucking... Pride show. It's Jeopardy in June by North of the Border. That's actually surprising. Okay. Young Wrestler of the Year goes to Jormungand. I'm not good at pronouncing names from other languages. I'm sure somebody that has an S South of the Border save will correct me on how to pronounce it. Veteran Wrestler of the Year goes to Steve DeColt. Honestly, deserving. Female Wrestler of the Year goes to the same person that wins it every fucking year. Harry Allen wins Independent Wrestler of the Year. So, yeah, that's our fucking things. Of course, we're not going to get no Announcer of the Year and shit, but let's be real. It's the same people that win it. You sim a year, it'll probably be the same people as if I played this full year. Oh, American Patriot is Bulldoze. I thought he was Mass Patriot. Okay. I mean, we'll sign her back. No one's going to steal her. She's 37, though. Her sex appeal might be going down. So, 2 years. 420. Alright. And then, fucking, of course, we won the national battle. Because we're God tier and we have merit. Here's a hint. If you're a national-sized company in the United States... What am I doing? If you're a national-sized company in the United States and you want to win national battles, sign merit. Alright, so I will cut somewhere in here. Probably cut myself off. Alright, we're back. I booked the show. There's a lot of angles. Matches are longer. You know? Shit. Alright, we open the show with the Enterprise's 4 members. With Eisen, Huntington, other Eisen, and Smoke. And they call out Jerry Eisen. They're like, Jerry, last week, despite having no real power of your own, you sent 2 workers down to the hospital. And we didn't tell you to do that. Who the fuck do you think you are? Alright, despite us feeling that the decision is fine, that's not the point. That's not the point. It's the principle of it. Jerry, get your ass down here. So Jerry enters, and Jerry's like, dude, guys, I'm so sorry. It's just instincts. And then Eric's like, yeah, okay. And then he fucking nut sacks him. Nut sacks him? Whatever. Then the Richard Eisen takes off his belt, and they're about to start whipping when Skull to Bones music hits. And they're like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Okay. And then instead of Skull to Bones coming out, guess who comes out? Akuma and Primus Allen. And from the front, they look normal. They start to walk down. Then all of a sudden, they fall on their faces. And what's written on their back, scratched into their back, I should say, is the words, Skull versus Eric. Supreme Challenge 36. It's just like written across their backs. I don't fucking know how. It just is. And then they're all like, oh, shit. And that's the segment. Our next segment is a backstage thing where Greg is like, Robbie, you really proved me wrong. You really proved me wrong at the last pay-per-view. And you know what? I'm willing to forgive all that we've done to each other. Robbie, I want to team with you next week. Robbie's like, cool, let's do it. Greg's like, all right, cool. Tag match next week, let's go. Our first match of the night, we have the Hero Squad taking on Mitiko and Makutsi. I don't know if I've said this already, but obviously if this save went longer, Mitiko would not be a jobber the entire save, because he's like one of the best indie workers in the game. But yeah, the Hero Squad win, despite Frederique distracting Jungle Lord. They get past it, they take out Frederique and James Prudence, and the Hero Squad win, and they stand tall, holding whatever fucking sex equipment the Platinum Blondes have on them. We then have a surprisingly great promo where backstage Paul Huntington and Sammy Smoke are walking side by side, and then Kurt Laramie comes up and he's like, Big Smack Scott was right. Alright? You are fucking worthless. You didn't come out to save me. Big Smack Scott didn't come out to save me. And you know what? I don't fucking blame him. I'm still bros with Big Smack. It's you, Paul. Me and Scott, we're out. We're out of the Enterprise. We quit. Go defend yourself. Kurt Laramie leaves and Sammy Smoke's like, dude, I joined the Enterprise because you guys promised me backup and glory, and I've gotten backup. No glory yet, but, you know, it takes time. I can understand that. You know, I'm a gambler, you know, not everything pans out immediately, and you can't fault the gambler, okay? Anyone that I owe debt to, you can't fault the gambler, but the backup is starting to dwindle, dude. I got people watching me, you know? I need backup. You better get some fucking backup on this squad. And then, you know, we have more announcements for the Battle Royal that's happening. El Mitico, Makutsi, Mass Patriot, Oliver Cobb are just 4 people in it. There's also, everyone got announced, but, you know, let's be real. If you think any of these fucking jobbers are winning it, then I hate to break it to you, but they're not fucking winning. You know, the real contenders are going to be Hernandez, Hardcore Brett, anyone from Skull's Assembly, and anyone from the Pain Alliance. So there's just essentially your real Battle Royal competitors. But, you know, it's Battle Royal. We need to cram as many people as we want. We then have a tag team match again. There are a lot of tag team matches on this show. I did not realize it. But, you know what? It's a warm-up match as Quadruple B take the job for the Awesomeness. And that's not to say that Quadruple B are weaklings. They still have their opportunity going in for them, going into the Supreme Challenge. They did not lose it. This was more of the Awesomeness kind of earning their shot, despite them having the rematch clause. They kind of earned their shot here by beating one of the teams in it. So now everybody is in dispute. But after the match, the Awesomeness get a little too cocky as they finally get their first win back since their first loss this year. And they start to beat the shit out of Quadruple B, causing the Bumfuls to come in. And then the Bumfuls and the Awesomeness has a brawl where the Awesomeness managed to stand tall because by the time the Bumfuls came in, they already brought weapons in to beat up Quadruple B. Then the All-Americans come out, and then it becomes a fucking free-for-all. Everyone's back up, everyone's beating the shit out of each other, and I couldn't fit it in here, but Richard Eisen will storm out, and he's like, alright, we have one more show next week. If I see any single one of your fucking faces in that locker room next week, you will be immediately removed. If you are the All-Americans, your titles will be stripped from you immediately, alright? Go fucking home. So, yeah. There we go. Then we have a Spencer Spade promo. And yes, a bunch of it is cropped out for a reason. Something happens. Not named WrestleMania. WrestleMania is going on behind me. But really, it is really depressing to look at WrestleMania with no fans in it. They should have just delayed it. Yeah, but I don't want to go on a side tangent. We then have Spencer Spade. He's kind of like Shawn Spears now that he brings a chair out because he took out Angry Gilmore. He brings a chair with him. He's sitting on the chair, and he's just rambling on about how Angry Gilmore screwed him over. Yeah, he may have taught me some things, but no. Did he really? Which then prompts Angry Gilmore's manager and the Crippler's girlfriend, secret girlfriend, alright? Secret girlfriend. Jessie. Wait, were they dating? No, because Angry Gilmore is married to Jessie. Right, Jesse's secretly cheating on Crippler. It hasn't been announced yet, but good friends with the Crippler, and the Crippler cripples not only Bones, but also cripples marriages. But yeah, Jessie comes out, and Jessie starts talking shit about Spencer. Like, you came to our house for fucking dinner. You slept in our guest bedroom once. You're a piece of shit. You've always been a piece of shit. And then Spencer Spade hears enough, and he fucking hits Jessie in the head with the chair. He walks away through the crowd, because we still have crowds. There's no fucking coronavirus in this save. And then Angry Gilmore rushes to the ring for his wife, and his wife is done. She's out. She's dead, not literally. We then have, just a match where Robbie Retro gets a lot of offense in because Eric Eisen is constantly watching his back. Like, shit, is Skull to Bones here? Fucking, oh my god, I'm scared. That's the whole thing that you get from this match, is that Robbie Retro is able to take advantage of Eric Eisen for periods of time because Eric is just paranoid. We then, after the match, go into our local medical facility, and Joey Morgan and Brandon James just happen to be in the same spot where Rogue, he's just there. He doesn't get weed from there or anything. It's not his suppliers. But yeah, he sees Joey Morgan and Brandon James arguing, and he's like, alright, guys, chill the fuck out, alright? Here, alright, Joey, you look like a guy that could enjoy some. You want some? Okay. You're still fucking yelling at each other. Alright. You guys need to calm the fuck down, alright? Life is not about, grudges. You gotta let some shit go. Brandon James will then socks him in the face, and he tells Rogue to shut the fuck up and get out of their room. And then Rogue promptly knocks them both out with one kick each. And he stands tall, and then he burns, kind of like a cigar burn, but with a blunt into Brandon James' back. I was supposed to pause. Whatever, the screen's going to be frozen. God, I have to do editing. I could just pull up the pre-booking and hide the... Alright, there we go. Screen's no longer frozen. But basically, the Crippler and Hardcore Brett, they come out. They're ready for this tag match, which is also the main event. And they start mocking Jimmy, and they're like, who you got? Jimmy eventually comes out, and they're like, he doesn't have an opponent. Jimmy grabs the mic, and he's like, I do have an opponent, and it's someone that fucking hates you guys as much as I do. Everybody, welcome back Valiant. Valiant is back after, it's my fucking dog again, after getting his shit kicked in by the Cripple and Hardcore Brett, and he's Jimmy Hernandez's partner, and they win the match. One of our better main events. My matches never really perform on Supreme TV, so yeah, one of a really good main event, even though Jimmy Hernandez sustains a back injury. Really good main event. He's just walking around. Hi, Leo. Bye, Leo. Alright, everyone say hi to Leo. Alright, no more highs. Jimmy Hernandez, yeah, I fucking read it. Alright? Oh, shit. Damn it. Whoops. Oh, well. Both these men are supposed to be on screen. Basically, let's pretend they are. So Jack Bruce, he comes out, and he's like, 2 more weeks, Remo. 2 more weeks until I am once again SWF heavyweight champion. And 2 more weeks until I'll finally reveal what I did to Merrick Koklov. Because once I beat you up, nobody's going to cut me off. Nobody. Remo will then come out and he just, I always imagine Remo as a guy that says very few words, but what he says matters. And he's like, you are not beating me, Jack. And then they both, like a huge crash noise happens. They don't really hear a loud crash, more of like I don't know, what's the sound of studio lights, like turning off really loudly? Kind of like what they do for The Fiend, if you guys know what I'm talking about. That kind of noise. They're both kind of disoriented. Then a giant red flash comes up on the Titantron to get their attention. And then on the Titantron, we have white text with a very distorted voice reading this message. While both of you sheep continue to scrabble against one another, I will be waiting. Despite both of you being at the top of the show, I am the future of mainstream wrestling. Despite me being a fairly young man, I could easily assassinate both of you in the squared circle. I am fortunate enough to have many LA connections, but don't mistake me for some posh scrub. And to set the record straight, I am the enigma who took out Merrick Koklov, and I will do the same to both of you. Both men very disoriented at that message, like, what the fuck? Jack clearly like, holy shit, I thought you took Remo out, and Remo's like, that wasn't fucking me. The show goes off the air. Probably brawl for the fans, I don't know, in the stage. 89A, El Mitico Jr. was used too much. Do not give a fuck. Alright. So, one thing I forgot to do, that I have notes of right here, let me close this, is the news that's happened, and basically, 2 whole companies have fallen to cult. That would being Boat Hog, aka Burning Hammer. I don't know why every time I see like the abbreviation for Burning Hammer, I read Boat Hog. And North of the Border fall to cult. If you are binge watching this or you're remembering, yes, it was 2 months ago that North of the Border rose to national. So, cool. But also, Pride has finally passed them. WLW also passed them. But Pride has finally surpassed... Holy shit. But Pride has finally surpassed Burning Hammer. And don't save that. So, there's... Champagne Lover's going to the fucking movies. Oh my god, he's definitely not winning Wrestler of the Year now. He's still our Wrestler of the Year, alright? Oh, how long is he injured for? Dude, how much money you guys want to bet that I beat fucking TC? Dude, it's not even a competition anymore. It's not a competition. Like, are they? No, they're still cult because we fucking murked them. Alright. What were we doing? Medical. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. He's unable to perform. Shit. Well. Yeah, let's look at the news to try to cheer ourselves up. Oh, look at that. Babu is staying with IPW. Doug Peak was on the radio. That's nice. Huh. Damn. I need to take a break. Alright, I'll see you guys in episode number 32.